What's happening this weekend, for real? No, what is happening this upcoming?
Eating wieners with my friends.
Well, it's Saturday. I feel like there's something going on. What is it? Oh, Joey's performing at the Bearded Ladies, 9-year anniversary. I think I'm going to go check that out.
Yes, by God.
Oh, by God. Oh, my. Oh, my. Sick of your lies. Fuck no, we won't listen. Ooh, I mean, he's just slobbering all over the floor, getting fucking pickle juice and crumbled up pickle on the floor. It's just gross.
Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
We got
No wonder your house looks like a goddamn sty.
That's fucking rude.
Get rid of the cleaning lady, and this is what we get? Holy shit.
Yeah, with that said,
Let's go. Oh, hello everyone, and welcome to the Funky Panther. Coming from Forward, Texas, we have got another show for you here on episode 108. So, sit back, relax, enjoy yourself, get comfortable, eat some popcorn, do your thing. I don't know.
we're already at 108.
I'm Chad.
I thought that was last time. I'm Tim,
I'm Javier.
and we are.
The Funky Panther!
Then a little backwards. He's eating a pickle.
Well, I mean, he doesn't have to be, though.
These pickles are delicious.
Yeah, but, we're starting a show. Be a professional.
That went out the window a
Past
long time
100,
ago.
that's it.
Yeah.
Past 100,
Yeah.
now it's I don't give a shit.
We were professional for maybe the last 30,
Yeah.
and then just
Were we ever really that professional?
no, not at all.
Yeah.
Not like Sir Andrew Turner. I'm going to call him that now, Sir Andrew Turner.
Oh, man.
He's the king of professionalism.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah. So let's go ahead and, I guess, get into what we did this weekend. Tim, you want to kick us off?
Yeah, so we were co-hosting the 100th anniversary. They said that.
Yeah.
100th episode party that Andrew Turner of Fort Worth Roots put on, and we got to ask him some questions this time, put him in the hot seat.
Yeah.
Which was nice, letting his people get to know him a little bit better. It was at Pouring Glory. They had a vendor market, which was awesome. They had a lot of cool stuff to look at. Limited menu just for this event at Pouring Glory. Full beer menu, plus some outside stuff. So it was overall a really good time.
Hot Fusion was there. Panther Island Brewing were there.
Yeah.
They had $3 beers, that was crazy.
Yeah. It was packed.
Lots of giveaways. We had Late
packed.
to the Station, Itchy Richie, and then the Gray,
Right.
And then the comedian was Kate Greathouse, right?
Yep.
Man, what an event!
What an event!
What an event! You know what I mean? We kept thinking about it. We're like, man, our 100th episode was legit just a party. And don't get me wrong, that was much fun.
He wanted to incorporate everybody, and so this is where I have a problem with Andrew.
Okay,
He's such a nice guy.
okay.
That's the issue. He's so nice, you can't not like him. You have to embrace him. He shows up and he wants to include everybody, whereas we're a bunch of selfish pricks, and we wanted to have a party just for us, and that's what we did. And I'm happy for it. But good on him for putting on this big event. It was fantastic.
I mean, he had merchants over there, people selling paintings and jewelry and
Yeah, I got some candied jalapenos, some pickled jalapenos.
yeah, those are delicious.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to throwing that on
if you
some
look
shit.
if you're watching our live stream and you see this nice little plaque right there,
It's see-through. You can't see it.
It's completely.
Put it in front of the pickles. Put it in front of the pickles.
So here we got this little plaque that Andrew got for all the podcasters. Thank you for being a leader in the Fort Worth podcast community, the Funky Panther podcast. Really sweet of him. I mean, we had a lot of people that were kind of there in support of him and things like that. A lot of podcasters. He, of course, likes to showcase anything but himself because, that's the kind of guy he is. But really cool of him to give us these little things.
Yeah, something else to put up on our shelves and display.
We're going to have to get a little light or something that goes underneath it so that you can see what the hell it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think I can build something on the 3D printer.
With a really? with a light on it.
Yeah.
Make it.
Put a little hole in there and put a little LED in
I
there.
want the back of it to look like a like the thing that's going to hold it up. Make it look like a dick.
When's the last time you used that 3D printer?
It's been 84 years.
Wasn't it last year when you were making Halloween masks?
No, it was, but I made something like in February was like the last thing I made.
I feel like he's used it a little bit more, since that point. But weren't you like missing some parts or needed some parts?
I need a level. It needs to be leveled. So, and that's like, it's a motherfucker to do.
Yeah.
Because then you're having to make sure like all four corners and like the X and Y axis are like leveled, because it'll like drag and it'll fuck up the mold.
Yeah, but it's just a level.
It's not.
So
it's not that easy, Chad. You got to move levers on all four corners. You prick.
What about the zebra?
What about the zebra?
Does he get involved?
Yes.
Well,
What zebra?
it's very difficult then. Don't worry about it. If you don't have a 3D printer, you don't need to know.
Yeah,
No,
you
I
don't
guess
know,
not.
Chad.
I guess not. What else did you do this weekend other than the fantastic event on Saturday?
I mean, honestly, that was the biggest thing.
you did something on Sunday
I
we didn't
know.
get to do.
We did do something on Sunday. Actually, the biggest thing was going to see J-Boy.
Yeah.
The event was awesome. I can't stress this enough. Listen to his music, and then actually go to see one of his shows, and he puts on a hell of a performance. Like he said, it's Ernie was his hype man. You wouldn't have known it because he was full on like got red ski mask on, overalls, was up there. They were putting on this performance. It was fantastic, so good. You could tell that he is very passionate about his music, his sound, and the words that he's saying. He's not just saying shit just to because it's cool. So
Yeah.
very very good time.
I saw some video clips, and a lot of people were obviously there, and I saw some people posting some stuff, and damn, like it just looked like an incredible show.
Yeah.
Like he was just bouncing from one side of the stage to the other.
He
Like
really was
going nuts.
we had a conversation with him, or I had a conversation with him prior to the show, and clear he was nervous. He was nervous about it. Headlining the show, and this is
it's
a big deal.
man.
Had a good turnout, and he went back and did some vocal warm ups. Came back out for a little bit, and then whenever he went on, we were down there just jamming out. Such a good time.
Yeah, I'm really jealous. Like, I mean, we were getting pictures from you while we were at the tailgate, and it seemed like a great time. How much video did you record?
I got quite a bit
because we asked you to bring us a lot of video.
No,
to cut it for us.
Yeah, I just did a little shortcut.
Which I love that video you posted.
But I've actually got some pretty good video that I'll start splicing together here, and we'll release some of it. Yeah,
do it.
I'm wearing some of J-Boy merch. If you can read that, it's fine, or I'm fine.
Are you fine?
Yeah, I'm fine, man.
You know
I
what?
think it's about right.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, this weekend was Mental Health Awareness Day.
Yeah.
So it is
it's
a good
fitting.
opportunity
It is fitting
to ask your friends if they're fine, because you never know, and it's always good to reach out and see if your buddies are doing okay.
And of course, it was at Tulips.
Mm-hmm.
Again, great venue. Amplify 817 put this show on as a free show to support their artist. And like I said, I mean, I can't say this enough about Tulips. As much as I liked the Collective Brewery, I really like what Jason's done with Tulips and all that stuff.
Day for
Well,
what he's done.
we're losing Mass here pretty soon.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Mass is going to be gone here in 2 weeks. And so Tulips is going to be our primary music source almost, you know what I mean? And so I was having a conversation with somebody on Friday about what we thought like that meant for the music, scene, right? Like, is it going to hurt losing a venue, or is it just going to mean
I think
that's going to push it into another spot?
It's disappointed. It's just a disappointment is what it is. However, Mags is moving over to where the Royal Falcon was off the traffic circle.
True, yeah, I forgot
which
about
that's
that.
going to be great over there. I don't think Railhead's doing anything anymore. It'd be cool if someone would go over instead of RV in the Rail Club.
Yeah.
It'd be cool if someone opened that back up and got that going.
But now we got the new Lola's again.
And then Lola's is coming up, which October 29th, the Spectacle is going to be playing there. It's a metal show. I'm going to be there for that. I can't wait to check out that. I haven't been to Lola's yet, and I'm not going to go until that night, I think, is what I plan on doing. So,
Cheers. You go next, buddy.
Yeah, buddy.
Okay. So, I don't even know. Okay, so Friday, I was on Jared Johanneson's new podcast.
Right.
So our buddy Jared, who's been on the show a couple times, he had a podcast called Tuesday Dudes Day, and he's still going to be doing that as well, but he's got a new one called Tales from the Fort, and they had me on, had a good time. It was a 2.5-hour episode. The episode went on forever.
Let me just say something real quick.
Jared. It was fun, though.
The way that he billed this to me, he's like, yeah, I'm going to have people that are like experts in, a subject or whatever.
Right.
And he had you, and I'm like, what kind of expert is Chad?
We talked about dating and music, two things that I am not an expert
Not
at.
an expert on either one of them. Jared, you lied to me. That's what happened. You lied to me.
It is what it is. It was a fun time. Had a ridiculously great time with him. And there's two Jareds on the show. It's Jared and Jared.
It's a Jared inception.
Jared made this delicious dinner. We had some drinks, and we just hung out. It was a lot of fun.
2 Jareds, 1 Chad.
Yeah.
It was definitely a 2 Jareds, 1 Chad.
Right.
They're going to release the video on Vivid Entertainment pretty soon.
So yeah, that was Friday and Saturday. Obviously, the Fort Worth Roots thing, absolutely phenomenal time. We all, I drank a little too much. It was so hot, we had to go inside, and then all of a sudden the drinks just start flowing. We're all having a good conversation. We had some of our favorite people there, and so it was just a phenomenal time. And then I went to a So Far show, which I haven't done that in years. Remember we used to go to So Far show like every month, it seems like. Whenever Monica was putting the So Far shows or helping with the So Far shows back in the day, we would get a lot more here in Fort Worth. But then now it's like the majority of them are in Dallas. We might get 1 or 2 here in Fort Worth every now and then. And so probably once a month you can go to a So Far show. And so for those of you that have not been to a So Far show, first off, highly recommend it. You can go to SoFarSounds, I think.com. I don't know, just Google So Far Sounds. Essentially what they do is they have a pop-up concert or a music event in a random place. So one, you're checking out a new location somewhere you probably have not been. It could be someone's house, like our buddy Jesus, like you mentioned, used to host them at his house. They could be at the Post before the Post was the Post. It was just like an abandoned building. And so there was a So Far show there. It can be a coffee shop, bookstore, whatever it may be, just random places. And then they'll curate like 2 or 3 musicians and kind of throw them together, and that you get to watch them and listen to them perform. And it's not too expensive. A lot of times it's BYOB. I would definitely recommend bringing your own chair most of the time because it's like open seating or like, floor seating and things like that. But man, it's such a good time. Like there have been big acts. Like I know that Leon's done it in the past. Abraham has done it in the past.
Well, shit.
Post Malone has done it in the past.
used to MC the events. I've had so many conversations with Abraham back in the day when he was doing all those events at like Zeus's house and whatnot.
Right.
The one thing I will say is if any artists are listening to us right now, and I don't think any of our artists that we like and have had on the show would do this, but don't talk shit about your host's house.
No.
Yeah,
don't do that.
Because that's what that happened at our buddy Zeus's house, and the guy like put on a really good show. He sounded great. I even bought a shirt from him, and then I overhear him talking shit. Like he was mad. He's like, "This isn't what I expected. It's not a big mansion like they make it seem," and all this other stuff. He was like legitimately pissed off about it.
Yeah, but the house was packed. You know what I mean?
It was packed, and they were all there to people. They were all there to see him. So fuck off, man.
The thing about the So Far thing is like you've got people that legitimately like music and they want to hear good music, and so you almost are guaranteed fans at these events. You know what I mean? It's not like you're going to go play at a bar where there's like the game behind you and no one's paying attention. Like people are there to see you, even though they don't know it yet. And so that was kind of a shitty thing. But I don't think that's the norm. You know what I mean? The guy was kind of a douche, but like generally really great musicians. I know Joseph Neville's done one pretty recently as well. Yeah. I mean, you never know who you're going to see, and they're really fun to go check out. So I would highly recommend it. But yeah, that was cool. What else? Went out on 7th Street that night. So went from so far to 7th Street. Met up with Dank, saw Dank for a little bit, and JOE went over to Grandma's, and JOE and Dank were there, and so got to hang out with them a little bit, which was really fun. But yeah, great night, fantastic night. And then Sunday was tailgate all damn day.
It was a good time.
It was fantastic. It was the 17th year, which there's been 1 year missed because of COVID, right? So technically the 16th, but 17th year in a row minus the 1 year. And we always do the tailgate. Some people go inside the game, some people don't, but we just this thing gets nuts, and it has in the past. It's a little bit low key. It's more chill now. But we still, how many people do you think were there?
Man, like maybe 30, 40 people, 40, 50, 50, 60.
I was thinking 50. I was thinking like 50 probably. It wasn't too bad. But we've got this, this big ass beer bong thing that comes out once a year. And man, I don't know how many times I did that thing.
Yeah, it was cool. Some people that were tailgating down the way where we were at came up to us and said, we were here 4 years ago and did this thing with you guys. And, JD was like, no, you fucking didn't. And
they pulled up pictures.
They pulled pictures out, and we're like, holy shit. Well, now we got to do a mega bong. So we call for the mega bong. I think after, oh Lord, had to be like 15 times we did the damn mega bong. But it was a lot of fun, and it was fun seeing people over there. Of course, back in the day, we used to talk like so much trash to like a lot of the fans.
Oh yeah, that changed, right? That didn't happen on Sunday.
We did. It still did that.
But you were yelling nonstop.
Oh, I almost lost my voice. But I noticed that some of the younger folk, the younger kids that were there, they're not kids. They can drink, but they're like, man, they were being real personal with the insults. Like, they're like, I hope you never have kids or something like that. I'm like, bro, chill the fuck out. Or somebody had like they made fun of somebody because they were like losing their hair.
Jesus.
And I'm like, bro, chill the fuck out.
Just talk shit about Brady and move on.
Like the younger ones were doing that?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
He was saying like, man, they made a cancer joke. And I'm like, bro, chill the fuck out. Like, stop that.
Not okay. Not okay.
Can't be doing that.
Other than that, it was a fantastic time.
Yeah,
the beer bong thing, I mean, we started with like this. Have you ever seen, Tim, you know what it looks like, the octopus beer bong, right?
Yes.
It's got like 8 hoses
Yeah,
on it.
I've been there and I've participated.
Well, I don't remember. So
you were drunk.
Yeah, that's a given.
I was there when the fights happened.
Oh, the 10th year. That was the 10th
yeah.
year. That was the big year. There was a couple hundred people that year.
That was a big one.
So we got this big T-post that has like a Cowboys flag on top and I think a Texas flag on top or something like that. And then we've got 2 8-hose beer bongs. And so it's like 16 people are doing a beer bong at the same time together. And,
one's called the Aikman, the other's called the Irvin.
Yeah. Michael Irvin 88, Troy Aikman 8.
Oh, were those football players?
Tim and football.
What?
Yeah.
No,
Foosball.
I know about those people.
Yeah, it was a fun time, man. It was a hell of a tailgate. It was glad we Ubered. I'm glad.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey,
we're too old to be.
But how much was that Uber though?
Not a lot. Not a lot.
Really?
Well, on the way there,
It was on the way there. It was like $25.
on the way back, it was 70.
Holy shit!
But I mean, considering we probably would have spent about that on parking anyway,
Yeah.
you know what I
And
mean?
Also-
it sure does beat the $10,000 fine. With a
And
DUI.
there's that.
So here's another thing with that. We each took a 12-pack, and so we're like thinking, well, it's gonna be fine. We didn't take into account the mega bong.
Did they have the kegs?
we
No,
were for
no,
sure.
no, it's BYOB.
It was BYOB.
Listen,
this
we
year.
were for sure that he was going to be like he would take a 12-pack.
Yeah.
We had a tall boy Miller Lights and then a
Tall Millers
12-pack of Modelo. We're like, we're not going to finish 12 a piece, right? That's stupid.
You were there all day. Of course
but
you're going to
12
finish
a
it.
piece?
Yes.
Come on.
Yes.
So then I think around 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock, we ran out.
Yeah.
Ran out of beer, and so we Uber Eats some like a 12-pack or an 18-pack or something. And Chad was like, I can't get my phone to work. It's not working. What's going on? And I get on there. I'm like, oh, come on, buddy. Here it is.
Yeah.
You go, boop. And so it was wild. It was crazy that we needed more beer, which we didn't realize we can.
And we
drink.
finished all of that one but 2. I have 2 at my
Yeah.
house, and those were the only 2 that made it out alive. It was a hell of a day.
So good stuff for that.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I think that's apparently, coming from the chat, Chrissy says it's currently all over the bathroom.
Yeah,
the Mega Bomb?
He had to take it apart. Hey, he takes it apart and sanitizes it.
Yeah.
But whenever we're over there, we have the buckets of like Listerine cleaning out
right, sanitizing.
Yeah, so the beer comes out tasting like I remember minty fresh.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
delicious, dude.
Still the same.
But
Still
it was hot outside. They dry in the Listerine.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Whatever.
I think that's a perfect time to jump into sports. You got sports for us?
Motherfucker, you even asked me what I did this weekend.
Oh, I figured that's what you did. What did you do this weekend?
Friday, I went to King Tut. Shit was bomb. It's delicious.
Oh yeah.
All right.
How was the bread? I'm very curious. How was the bread? Did you have
You mean
bread?
the naan?
It's not naan, but
It's like a
but it's like a version of naan.
It's really
sort of.
good. It's
Is it puffy?
No, this
it
one
thin?
wasn't puffy. It was
Okay.
pretty thin. You
Okay.
could spread it apart.
Right.
Yeah.
We
Like
had
a
a good-
pita, like a thin pita.
Yeah. We
Okay.
ate some really good sampler platter. Had some
Just me?
good hummus.
Just me?
What?
Talking about spreading things
yes,
apart.
I know. I
Quit being
know.
dirty, Tim. Jesus.
So yes, we went over there, and then Saturday, of course, was Andrew's event. Much love to you again. We love you, buddy. Thank you so much for the support. But after me and Tammy went over to Eamon Carter, they had a little event going on, which I had no idea. Not a million. It was like maybe 20 food trucks over there and like dessert trucks. The beignet bus was over there, and
the Bang Bus. You said
the Bang Bus was there. It was really weird. Kids had to leave, and they were covering their eyes. We saw the people from SVU over there, so I'm not sure. If,
like the real SVU.
yes, the real SVU.
Wow.
We had cousins
This
Maine
It's kind
lobster.
of dark.
Yeah.
Had cousins Maine lobster, and it was pretty good.
Really? Was it?
No, but
That's not what I heard.
I don't know what the hype was, man. I mean,
I've heard mixed reviews.
it was it was ass. That shit was mid, bro. Those lobster
For real,
rolls
for
were
real?
mid.
I think if
yeah.
you want good lobster rolls, go to Lucille's.
Oh man, you
Yeah.
can never
Oh.
go wrong with Lucille's.
Bro.
They got good lobster everything.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. Go see our boy John.
It was a
over
party
there.
on the porch event we're getting
That's
from
what it
the
was. Party
chat.
on the porch.
You didn't even know where you were?
Bitch,
You were
I was
just there
drunk.
for the food truck?
Javier's like,
we were only there for the food trucks, and then we got it to go and left. Oh, and then we stopped at the beignet bus.
Of course.
Also, man,
Javier's doing good just to know that
Really?
he's
very
alive.
mid, man.
Man.
It was not good. I'm sorry.
That's
The
that's
beignet
sad.
bus was kind of.
Man, that's sad to hear.
I was very disappointed. Maybe it's because and they were burnt, kind of.
Okay.
Beignets?
Yeah, they were.
You know, when you've got an
Oh,
event,
man.
I can't imagine the food that's coming out is the same quality at a huge event because you're trying to like turn and burn,
Yeah,
try to
yeah.
quantity over quality sometimes. So, I mean, I kind of get it.
Don't want your people waiting like 20 minutes for
Yeah,
something.
exactly.
Yeah, I get it.
But it was my drunk meal, so we went back and
Oh.
watched SVU back at the house.
Oh, you're addicted.
Yeah, me and Tammy just blowing through those fucking commercials.
Yeah, I did the same thing like a few years ago.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good show.
But yeah, it was mediocre. It was mediocre at best. But Lucille's though, if you want lobster, good lobster rolls and great food and great service, period, go to Lucille's. And I hear their brunch is amazing.
our buddy still
also.
there?
Yeah, John. He's still
Yeah,
over there for
all right.
now. I saw him over in Angelo's a few weeks back, and he's got some big things coming. I'm very excited.
Oh, good for him.
I can't wait to see him again. I mean, I
Yeah,
really miss the guy.
I haven't seen him either in a while.
So
You know what my mom went yesterday that she said had phenomenal lunch that I had no idea is Lockwood Distillery. Have y'all eaten at Lockwood?
I want to. I
No.
see the pictures.
Like
It
I think
looks
I've got like
really
a
good.
charcuterie thing one time.
It's pronounced charcuterie.
Charcuterie one time.
Charcuterie?
Shark coochies at one time at the Lockwood. But no, apparently they've got like this lunch special on Mondays, or maybe it's all week. I don't know. But it's like muffalettas and all these different sandwiches.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And then like you get this big ass cookie that comes with your food. Like apparently it was just bomb. And of course their drinks are phenomenal. I'm going to go check it out. We need to check it out.
Okay, so on the group chat, Tony's talking about Lucille's lobster bisque. We had lobster bisque at Cousins also.
Yeah.
Not good, man.
Man,
Not
okay.
good.
All right.
Had one little piece of lobster in there, not enough bisque.
Wait,
Come on, man.
not enough lobster or too much bisque?
Not enough. Too much bisque, not enough lobster.
I
It
mean,
was full of. I don't want bisque. Give me that lobster, baby.
so most lobster bisque though is just the bisque and no lobster.
I want lobster. Give me a whole
Yeah, but
ass claw.
it's bisque out of the lobster.
I don't
Yeah.
give a damn. I want lobster.
Did
If
the
I'm-
bisque taste like lobster?
Maybe. You know.
Wait a
He
second.
was drunk, remember?
Yeah. So how much do you? Was Tammy drunk?
No.
So-
no.
oh,
No,
we
and she's saying it was bad. So
right,
you know
all
what?
right,
I so bad. So yeah, I trust Tamiflu for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
You
We'll
were
give it-
gone.
I'm definitely gonna have to. It was bland. I mean, there was no flavor. There was no flavor on the. I feel
Man,
really
that's the way
bad.
Tim likes it.
White people shit.
You
Yeah.
might have enjoyed that.
I probably would have.
Yeah, Lou would be happy that you
No
would
spice.
enjoy that meal.
Onion powder?
Yeah.
Woo!
No spice.
Man, but yeah, we're gonna have to try some of that. We got to go over to Lucille's. Maybe this. No, we're gonna try to go to the revolving sushi place this weekend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Just
Yeah,
open up.
so-
Yeah. No, not an invite.
Not you, bitch.
Yeah, I'll be there.
It's a date night.
Tammy, invite.
Hey, no. But and then the game, of course, that was. And
So
I really,
let's get into
man,
it.
I really missed that freaking J-Boy show. I really wish we would have gone. I
Man,
can't-
Let's get into sports.
Look, it was really good. It was really
Fine, let's
good.
get
All
into
right.
sports.
Sports.
And now, Action Sports with Javier. Take it away, Javier.
Texas Rangers struggle again. Won 3 games out of the last 10, I think. I want to take a vote between the two of y'all. Should we keep talking about the Rangers, or should we just call
Nope.
it? Call it a
Absolutely
season?
not.
Call it a season unless they come out of nowhere and somehow make it to a championship.
Rest in peace, Texas Rangers.
Dallas Mavericks season coming up hot. Preseason starts in October. Season starts in November. Very excited to see where the team heads. and also to see the new additions to the team. I'm sure you boys are very excited. You're going to go to a couple games. Maybe you might be featured on the Sportsatron over there. It'd be a really good time.
Sportsatron,
Yeah,
huh?
yeah. You know, on the screen they call it the Sportsatron.
Okay, cool.
The Premier League postponed.
Not to be confused with Megatron.
Right.
Yeah, Megatron is an evil warlord robot man. The Premier League postponed matches since an old bag died. Thoughts on sports stopping due to the Queen passing? What do y'all think?
Let me. I'll get into the Queen later.
Yeah, I want to get into the
Gross.
Queen too. Oh God,
It's a little late, bro.
She's in a coffin, sir. How dare
that's
you?
not
Yeah, it's all right.
So, what are your thoughts on sports being stopped due to like tragedies, like such as the Queen?
Depends.
But let me also tell you, this weekend, of course, we had 9/11, the anniversary of.
Never forget.
And during 9/11, they did stop a lot of sports.
They did. I mean, I'm okay with like in remembrance, but like, I don't know, maybe not in support of colonization. I don't know, maybe.
Well, here's the thing, though, because I
colonialism.
mean, I understand that these people, like, that's all they knew.
Yeah, that's
like
all they
80
know.
years, 88 decades of this Queen.
Man, how long are they going to postpone sports though over there?
No, it's
Like,
already the
is
games
it back?
are starting back
All right,
up.
good.
I mean, it's
Like-
nothing less than what we would do here.
one or
Absolutely.
2 days max.
Yeah.
But 9/11, I think we were like,
You know, the Queen
a week.
would
It was a
want.
week.
Well, okay, like when 9/11 actually happened. Is that what you're saying?
That was a bigger catastrophe.
I mean,
than
it was a
Yeah, it
catastrophe,
was.
not just like a death. That was,
Yeah.
a bunch of people died. With the Queen, though, I'm sure she would want football to get right back into it. So
Absolutely. I'm sure she would have been pissed at the horrible display the Dallas Cowboys put up this Sunday during the home opener. The Dallas Cowboys failed and fell 19-3, losing Dak in the process for at least a month. He had surgery yesterday. He should be out.
what did he end up hurting?
He
It was
had
his thumb?
surgery on his thumb, his
Yeah.
right thumb. Jerry Jones clarified yesterday that he thinks that he will only be out for 4 weeks. We did not put him on the injured reserve. If you're put on the injured reserve, I think you're out for about a minimum of 6 to 8 weeks.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the highs and lows of the game. The highs, what were your highs, Chad?
Being at-
Megabong.
being at the tailgate.
I think Megabong was definitely the high of the game.
Chad,
for
what
me.
was your lows?
The team.
Also the Megabong.
Yeah.
both. It was both. No, the game was fine. Other than can I drink that?
Yeah, sure.
Can I have the topo?
Yeah,
I love you.
yeah. All right.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll completely honest with you.
You don't remember
I
shit?
don't remember.
So
the
what you're
game.
saying is
I don't remember the game.
The highs and lows of the game were both the Megabong.
Right. Well, no, you know what the low was? That goddamn jalapeno pepper. That was, man, and I can do spice. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm no Tim. I could, get the spice. But this thing was killing everybody. Everybody was dying
Like,
off
I
these
like-
goddamn jalapenos.
Look, I want to just make it clear. I actually really like spice, and I like to have
Nope.
things. I do.
It's too late, bro. We know.
That was a bit,
We
man.
know.
That was a bit.
We know too much. No, what about you, Javier? High and low game.
I mean, the entire game was pretty much a low for me. I wasn't really too interested. I mean, most of the game was kind of good near the end. Well, except for the end, whenever they started scoring, Tom Brady, there was only like 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
6 and 14. But Micah Parsons with those sacks was the high point of
I
the
do
game.
remember that. Yeah.
I have a high expectation for him. He's going to do great this season. But again, our backup's Cooper Rush, and we need help in that. I mean, we have no depth. CeeDee Lamb with what's his name out for maybe another week. He's going to be our QB1.
Yeah.
So I'm very worried, and I think, man, worst case, he's going to be out for like 6 weeks. So I don't know what's going to happen. Either way, we play the Bengals this weekend. We'll see how everything goes. And that is...
Did the Bengals come out with the W? I don't remember.
No, they lost. Remember,
Yeah,
they
but
lost in overtime.
He got 4 damn interceptions, and he
Yeah.
still came back and got me like 18 points of fantasy, but I could not believe Joey B's better than that. Come
He
on.
is. I mean, it's first game jitters, I'm sure.
Yeah.
You're coming off a Super Bowl. I mean, you've got a lot riding on your penis. All right, that's it for sports.
And that was Action Sports with Javier. Thank you, Javier.
Actually, you know what? Taqueria in England would be pretty good. We went to one when we were in France. and
Where's this
that-
coming from?
Oh,
From the chat.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Yeah, there was a good taqueria in France. That shit was bomb. There's nowhere to sit.
It was called guacamoles.
Yeah. They're still open. They're still
Really?
over there. Yeah, they are.
Dude, that place was amazing.
Yeah, it was.
Because
And,
they would use like French cheeses, like the best cheese you could possibly get for like quesadillas and things like that. Man, that was so good.
Yeah, man. I want to go back.
just for fucking more this show. And now it's time for news with Tim. Take it away, bitch.
Thank you, Chad.
I had to switch it up.
Head bitch here, coming at you with some news.
Lead bitch on the dial.
So let's
You really cut him off guard with that lead.
Yeah, you
bitch,
did. You
head
got
bitch.
you got me off guard. So local news: 1963 Fort Worth. Pascal flew into history with a high school prank gone wild. Have you ever heard of that?
Is it the?
It's not the cow. That was Casper.
No, that was Casper.
Yeah.
So this actually made national news. JFK actually mentioned it whenever he was visiting.
I hear that you had all your teachers and had sex with them at the same time. I wish I would have been there. Thank you, JFK.
Yeah. JFK from the grave here. So there was a great bonfire incident of 1963. Police arrested 46 Pascal High School boys and alumni.
Holy shit.
So their rival, Arlington Heights High School, was having a spirit rally at Binbrook Lake. They raided that spirit rally by land and sea and air. They got a 20-year-old alumni flew an airplane over the whole thing, dropping their school colors out of the side of the aircraft.
You mean paint?
No, like throwing like streamers and stuff down on top of them. There was arrows launched, flaming arrows, Molotov cocktails. A car with gasoline-soaked mattresses was ran into a bonfire, and the cops showed up. That's the biggest fucking school prank that I've ever heard of. I mean, Casper had the cow on top of the building back in the 60s, which seems like a big deal. They had to use a crane to get it down. But
so Heights did this to Pascal, or
Pascal did this to Heights.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think that's why, since JFK brought it up, that Lee Harvey Oswald was like really upset, so he decided to assassinate Kennedy?
You know, I think that could be a conspiracy that would possibly pan out, but I still don't think Lee Harvey Oswald had anything to do with it. I think he was just a patsy. I mean, he had something to do with it. He's a patsy.
Why are we getting so much leg in the video? I didn't realize you had so much leg in the video right now.
He's trying to one up me from the other night.
He's trying to get us more subscribers on our YouTube channel. He's trying to get that leg out there.
I have to have the chair. I have to have the chair like this because it shows too much wiener.
I don't think that's probably true.
1 week later after the incident, President John F. Kennedy he was visiting and smiled and asked at the mention of Pascal, "Isn't that the school that has its own Air Force?" So I mean, it got into the
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
Yeah,
I got to ask my sister about that because she goes to Pascal.
But yeah, so it says carloads of Pascal boys, exes, descending on a crowd of 500 Heights students with an armory of weapons, including baseball bats, lead pipes, whips, and Molotov cocktails.
Oh my God!
You say whippets?
Whip it. Yes, whippets.
It sounds like a High School Musical. I mean, West Side Story. Oops.
Yeah, so a private...
What High School Musical were you watching?
So this is just going to recap everything. So a private plane flew over with a 20-year-old pilot and dropped down the toilet paper and stuff with the purple and white. A 48 sedan covered in gasoline-soaked mattresses and labeled the Panther Ram car set afire by a burly graduate and left rolling toward the woodpile. A ground assault by boys with bows and arrows storming over the spillway and sailing arrows in a scene of county deputy compared to the frontier American Indian attack. Only one injury when record driver Junior Slayton, 33, was grazed by buckshot while towing away a student's car.
Jesus.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Nothing
man?
like that would ever fly.
No.
You'd have to move states. Like you'd be expelled.
Oh yeah, you would not. Yeah, you would be kicked out of Texas, which is it's a hard thing to happen.
Which is a very Texas thing. That sounds like for all of that bows and arrows and like fiddle faddle and doo wops and who's whistle wet willies.
Yes.
And,
I think we're done. I think we're
all right.
done.
So
Yeah.
did you know that you can get sued for posting your own picture on the internet?
No, you can't.
Miley Cyrus is getting sued for posting a paparazzi photo of herself on Instagram.
Oh yeah, because like he took the picture, so
He
she
took the
needs to
picture
ask her permission.
of herself. She posted on there. It's a good picture though. Looked really good.
Does she show? Is she showing some gams? Huh?
Some gams.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like gam?
It seems like a musician or an artist would know when not to like.
Yeah,
post what
whatever.
else
She's
is-
got money. But
I get it.
that's probably what they were going for. Take a really good picture, like, oh, I bet she's gonna post it, and I'm gonna sue her.
What's that guy's livelihood? I mean, he took that picture to make money, so she's posting it for free and like with no credit, I guess maybe. And so I don't know.
So in weird news,
I thought that was pretty weird.
I'm gonna let you guess where this took place.
It takes place in sex.
Yes.
Yeah, Sex Italy.
Charlotte County man arrested after child overdoses on fentanyl.
Okay, so it's just Charlotte County. So Charlotte, North Carolina.
What you got?
I'm going to say Florida because everything happens in Florida.
Bam, Florida.
Florida man.
So apparently, it's not okay to give a child a bunch of
fentanyl
to see how much is okay for you to take. So that's what he was attempting
Whoa,
to do. Yeah.
You mean like a guinea pig?
Yeah, exactly. He was using it on his.
Holy shit. Man, that's messed up.
Yeah, according to the sheriff's office, they received 911 call from Scott Honeycutt, 43, on August 28th about a juvenile who was overdosing on an unknown narcotic.
More like he needs to cut it out with all those fentanyl drugs.
Yeah, during the investigation of the home, deputies found a cut straw and a white powdery substance in the victim's room that tested positive for fentanyl. So he was literally, and that's what he was doing. He was testing on the child to see how much.
Why are people still trying to even fuck with it? You know what I mean?
I don't know.
It's such a bad idea. Learn, you dum-dum.
I don't know.
Florida be Florida and,
So
Floridian.
Floridians.
Florida be Florida.
Florida be Florida.
So South Dakota has a new thing that the governor announced.
Now you can fuck sheep.
No, they have a.
That was 2018, bro.
They have a. They have a corn ambassador, a corn ambassador, if you will.
What do you like about corn?
It's cold.
It has the juice, I hear. So that kid
Is it him?
Yeah. So that young man is now the corn ambassador of South Dakota, which I didn't know this, but South Dakota is known for exporting corn.
I thought it was Idaho.
That's potatoes.
Oh.
But it's according to him, which I believe his name is Tariq, Tariq.
I thought it was Cornelius.
Whose last name wasn't
Well
released
done.
for privacy reasons. It's a big, beautiful lump with knobs on it.
Wait, what?
That's what corn is.
What are you doing, Chad?
I was thinking there was this video that I wanted to show Tim, and maybe you could play it on the thing. It was really funny. Sorry, continue your thing.
Speaking of corn,
continue with your thing.
All right, so yeah, it's Tyreek. If you haven't seen the viral video, he's like professed his love for corn, and that he didn't know it was real until he found out recently. And then whenever you put butter on it, it just makes everything better.
Corn was real?
are you sure it was corn or
No,
porn?
well, maybe both. He's 7, so
I love porn.
I hope not.
It's porn.
So so the governor declaration reads, it's fitting and proper. I'm sorry. Whereas South Dakota is one of the top corn producers in the nation, providing nourishment across the globe, but especially to Tyreek, a 7-year-old boy who recently discovered that corn was real. The governor's declaration reads, it is fitting and proper as governor to make special note of outstanding young men. So he's the corn ambassador now. Good on him.
Hey, so there's this really good collab that he did with this company that I just sent you a link to. Let me see if you could play it. It is at a Chipotle store, and someone is ordering food. Have y'all seen this one?
No.
It's genius is what it is.
All right, I'm trying to pull it up right now.
Okay.
Corn. It's not goodbye. It's see you later.
Let's
Things are running a little bit slow.
Little
We're
Elote here.
gonna get it up here.
If you had a rap name, it should be like Little Elote.
Man, I wish you sent this to me earlier so I could have it all pulled up. But let's just see
Oh
what.
shit! It's Lil Elote. Everybody
You want a
run.
bowl? Yes, please.
Brown or white rice?
No.
Black or pinto beans?
No, thank you.
Any meat?
No.
Mild?
No.
Sour cream?
No.
Any corn?
It's corn.
So they go through every little thing on the
Everything, yeah,
Chipotle line, and he's like, nope, and they just pile on the corn. Pretty genius.
That is pretty good. That
was
is pretty good.
Very quick
And,
on their
and of
part.
course, so from that viral video, the company that's made, was famous for the Bed Intruder song, or the group that made that song.
Yeah. The
what?
The climbing in your window, you better hide your wife, your kids, all that
hide
stuff.
your kids,
Yeah,
hide your-
so they made that song. Well, they also made the It's Corn song. So
Hide your corn.
I didn't know
hide
that.
yeah. And last bit of news here. I thought we were over this, but apparently we're not. Ray J calls out Kris Jenner and Kim Kardashian over sex tape scandal and shares text messages. Ray J brought receipts. So according to the new, he brought receipts. He's got it all.
What?
All right, so there was that sex tape that got released,
Yeah,
right?
I'm aware of-
I'm aware of the sex tape.
Okay.
Hey, Jinx!
So the thing with that sex tape was
It's very good.
What
that-
do you think that Javier and I do on Sundays?
hang on.
Hang out on the couch.
Let me get to this.
Put it on repeat.
Everybody thought that Ray J leaked it.
I leak. No, never mind.
Kim Kardashian and Kris Jenner actually have they wrote a contract.
There
and-
is with Vivid. You know
right.
that, right?
Yes. So, but I'm saying Kris Jenner and Kim Kardashian wrote this contract out, and it wasn't Ray J's idea. It was their idea all along. That's what kind of skyrocketed Kim Kardashian's career. The interesting thing about it is the new show that she's doing. Somehow the sex tape came back up again.
It was like the first episode.
Right.
And Kanye got the tape back.
Yeah, it comes back up, but they purposely made Ray J look like a bad guy, and he's like, I'm sick of this. I'm sick and tired of this. This has come up again. I don't want my kids, involved in all this stuff, but now they're hearing about all this. Here it is. I'm done with her playing the victim. And he actually hadn't talked to Kim in like years, and this all comes up. So he like posted on his Instagram all the actual like text evidence and everything, proving once and for all that it wasn't all just him. It was actually Kris Jenner, who claims that she didn't have anything to do with it, but it was there. So
Bency Jones is out on the chat, and he's asking where the Funky Panther sex tape's at. And I'll be honest with you, Bency, as much as I know you'd love to see that, you sweet, sweet man, we're trying to figure out, and by we I mean Javier and I are trying to figure out how we can cut Tim out of the deal. And so we've got lawyers involved. We're trying to figure it out to where, the three of us are obviously involved in this tape, but we're trying to figure out whatever we can do to get Tim cut out, so we could really just do 50.
We can put a big old corn on his face.
It was just way
Right.
too much hog. So they had to just cut me out.
Listen, you're going to know which one's Tim right away. Whatever that means, I don't know. But right away, you'll know which one's Tim.
Oh yeah, Kris Jenner loves her babies and her money.
Yeah, so I don't think Ray J. I don't think Ray J was trying to find other like means of publicity. He like literally, this came out of, according to him, out of nowhere, and then he actually DM'd Kim, was like, "What the fuck" kind of deal, and they went on and on about it. And she's like, "No, I'm not making you look like the bad guy or whatever. I'm not trying to do this or bullshit." That's what's happening.
They did get a sneak peek when they were at Tulips. That is true. They did get a sneak peek of
the
us.
bro love.
Yeah,
Coming from the chat. You got to say
coming
that.
Coming from the chat.
People don't know what you're talking about.
From day one, number one, Vanya.
She said she got a sneak peek at Tulips. When
we
you
really,
two gentlemen were in the bathtub together.
We really gave Lorena Lee a sneak peek on that one. She was confused. She was scared, and then she realized, these are my kind of people. They're weird.
Immediately, she was like, "I don't even know you guys, but I think I'm cool with you because y'all are weird." So, and she's obviously just a wee bit weird. So.
This is really the only thing that people know Ray J for. I knew him because of for one, he's Brandy's brother, and he was on Moesha,
right?
And that's it. And then, the sex
did
tape.
he have music?
I think he tried to, but he wasn't that talented. Moesha was talented.
I can't remember.
Brandy.
Was there a Ray L?
Brandy. I'm sorry.
Was there a
Brandy
Ray L? There was either a Ray J or Ray L that was making music back in the day.
It was a Ray J.
Ray J.
Okay.
It was definitely Ray J. But yeah, so that's it for news. Thank you for joining the head bitch here for news.
Head bitch in charge, ladies and gentlemen.
And I'm gonna go throw it back to Chad and Javier on this one.
And that was Bitch with Tim. Thank you, bitch.
Okay. There is a Ray L and a Ray J. I thought there was like songs back in the day when like Lil Wayne was real big still. Have you heard the new DJ Khaled album?
Only that one song with Kanye and the one with Jay-Z.
Okay, yeah. What was it? God Did?
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, Jay-Z goes off on that song.
People need to put some respect on Jay-Z's name.
Like, it's a 9-minute song, and I'm pretty sure like 6 minutes of that to Jay-Z, just like nonstop. It's a good song. All right, so we went through our sports. We went through some news. We didn't have a whole lot to just like discuss. You know what I mean? And so we decided that each one of us would come up with 2 questions to ask each other to kind of like start up some conversation and see, what's going on. So, Javier, why don't you go first with one of your questions?
One of mine was what was this was on the group
Words.
chat. Words. Teresa sent us a little video about music, which I thought was pretty cool to think about and talk about. Who was the first artist you ever saw, the most recent artist you ever saw, the most expensive artist you've seen, the cheapest artist you've seen, the artist you've seen most, and your favorite artist.
So this doesn't sound like one question, huh?
It sounds like multiple
It's like 12
questions.
different questions.
All right.
But it's about an artist.
All right,
So
let's just start with one. What was the first one?
What was your first artist that you saw in concert?
Nickelback. Well, technically it was Default. Default opened for
Ooh,
Nickelback.
nice.
First
Wasting my time.
Beach Boys.
That's it.
Beach Boys.
Yeah.
That's a good one too. It's a
I
really
went
good
with
one.
I went with ex-girlfriend in middle school.
Yours?
Lincoln Park.
That was a
when
good
they
first one.
performed over at Fort Worth Convention Center.
Oh, nice.
All right, most recent artist?
Most recent artist, I think it was the Shins. I saw the Shins.
J-Boy.
Yeah, for sure.
me.
It had to have been recent.
Yeah.
You've
seen so many. It's hard.
I know. Like, this has been a really music jam-packed summer.
It really has.
You weren't here for Amplify.
No. It was before that.
Yeah.
It had to have been in July because it was before.
No, your most recent would have been the So Far.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I mean, no. Well, I mean,
Fucking
yeah,
dumbass.
I guess that
Yeah, that was Saturday. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. All right. I wish we had a drink right now. Dumbass drinks on that
Yeah,
one.
I know. Whoops. There was I think there was like 3 musicians. It was like Madam X, mandolin, and then this 3-piece band, called the Sand Band, or 4-piece band. They were pretty good.
Okay.
All right.
Most expensive artist you've seen.
Man, either Coldplay or the Rob Zombie show. I mean, it wasn't expensive. I just bought pretty expensive seats.
Yeah.
I think one of those two.
Man, I try. I know it's gonna. I mean, I don't know. I'm not an asshole. I try to not spend over $100 on a ticket.
Well, but how about I think one of the most expensive things probably for you is going to Red Rocks and seeing a band perform, because not only did you had to fly there,
Yeah,
get a
that
hotel.
account, come on.
I would say that accounts. That was most expensive for you.
Then I look at like these festivals where I spend like $400 or $500, like ACL.
Yeah,
you know
so
what
the
I mean?
festival
Like,
going voodoo for
but
me.
you're
then.
seeing-
Is that different though? Are you saying that you can? I mean, would you count that as like the most expensive?
No, because you see 100 musicians, you divide that up. Now it's only $4 a musician. I mean, like,
Right.
no. I mean, I wouldn't count that. I don't know. I feel like
Coldplay was definitely probably the most expensive. We're just going by like solitary musicians.
Yeah, mine too. That was my most expensive.
I feel like
the
we put
first
it-
time. The first time.
I feel like we put down some decent money on that Jay-Z Kanye
West.
concert.
I think we paid like $175 maybe for the
Yeah,
ticket.
I mean that was probably one of those.
Yeah,
cheapest artist?
cheapest artist.
Any of the Amplify 170
It's Ernie
shows. Yeah.
or
and it's not
anyone
it's not
we've
that
seen.
they're cheap. It was just that we didn't
It
have
was
to pay
free.
anything. It was
they were
free,
hooked
yeah.
up by Amplify 1.7 and we didn't have to
I
pay
mean,
for it.
I would pay over $100 to see those guys.
Yeah,
Over $100.
100%.
Yeah. Okay.
Um,
well, maybe
but yeah,
maybe
free-
maybe
free's
50.
free.
Maybe
You know
50
what I
bucks.
And your favorite artist that you've seen.
Oh man,
Oh no, artist you've seen most. Artist you've seen most.
the Toadies. I've seen them quite a bit.
I think I've seen Kid Cudi now like 3 or 4 times.
Uh,
This last time he came into town was like
We
the
were
only time I've
recording
missed
that
it.
day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is the only time I've missed a show from Kid Cudi in years since he's been coming in town.
man, I think it's a tie between Jay-Z and Kanye. I've seen them each like 4 or 5 times.
Wow.
And then once, that one they did together.
Right.
And okay, favorite artist that you've seen? Is like performance wise, or is that just your favorite artist so
Your
far
favorite artist. Your favorite
that I've
artist.
seen? Probably the Toadies. They put on a hell of a show. Good times.
Dude, I feel like we were having this conversation with somebody over the weekend. Like the maybe we had this conversation with Jared on Friday. I think we did. We were talking about like the best show you've ever seen, right? So like we were talking about actual favorite musician.
The best show is okay.
Are we saying like the favorite artist
All
that
time,
like
all
put on
time.
a show,
your
or
favorite,
just
your favorite artist?
that
My
you've actually
favorite artist
seen?
that I've seen. Yeah, I'd probably say I would. That's tough. I would still probably say the Toadies. I've seen them the most. I've gone to several of their shows, acoustic and their festivals, and I would say that's probably my top one that I've seen.
Yeah, probably Kanye. I mean, like, yeah, come on, it was a good show, and he's just a phenomenal musician, even still.
I mean, I will say Family Values Tour 2000, I think, or 2001. I can't remember. Getting to see Stone Temple Pilots, Scott Weiland.
Nice, yeah.
Lincoln Park was there too.
R.I.P.
But got to see that, and then halfway through the show, the stage turn. They had candles all lit out, and Jerry Cantrell from Alice in Chains came out. And they did acoustic.
All right, hold on.
So that was cool.
Say your favorite musician you've seen.
That would be Kanye Late Registration Tour.
Okay. So now, I know that you're done with the list, right?
Yeah.
So just sidebar question, because, Javier time. What are the top 3, like, crazy shows you've actually seen?
Oh, man. Just most recently, just the Freaks on Parade tour.
Yeah.
So the visuals of Mudvayne when they came out, man, intense. They had, I'll describe it, they had these, like, white or red banners that were hanging from floor to ceiling with white circles in the middle of them, very Nazi-esque looking.
Yeah.
It was some stark imagery, but in the center of it had their pentagram that they used, that, and then all of Rob Zombie's set. He did so many different set changes and costume changes and stuff like that. That was really cool. And then the last time I saw Marilyn Manson, his whole set was just insane as well.
Nice. Well, mine would be the Yeezus. No, lies. Sorry. One would be Coldplay's Adventure of a Lifetime, that tour. That was the one, like, it was before the hurricane in Houston. The second would probably, it would be Kanye and Jay-Z for the,
Yeah.
And the third would probably be, wow, I had it in my head too.
Wow.
Shit.
Wow.
Coldplay does put on a fucking show.
They do.
They really do.
Yeah, that you're talking about the Jay-Z Kanye concert. That was in my top 3 as well, because that was when it was at Cowboys, right?
No,
AT&T Stadium.
it was at American Airlines Center.
Was it?
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, either way, whatever. But that was when the floor was coming up.
Yeah,
right?
there were
They had the
sharks in there.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
they were like standing on shark tanks. They're coming out of the ground, and they're like full ass LED screens, and they look like shark tanks and stuff. Like they had all sorts of cool stuff going on.
Coming from the chat, Corey, Rubs said the crazy... Rubes, I'm sorry. Rubs. Well... You'll get why I said that. Rubes said the crazy thing she saw at a concert was a band member pulling out his dong. It was the first one she ever saw in person.
Holy shit! That's not something that would fly anymore. You know what I mean? For sure.
But
like that
I don't know
You
because
can go to jail, or you can be a sex offender for that.
what's
Yeah.
his face?
Lil Dicky?
Flea
yeah.
from
They all got naked.
Red Hot Chili Peppers. They get naked on stage a lot.
And they have
Really?
just had their guitar or their instruments
Yeah,
covering them
or
up.
they'll have he'll have a sock just over his.
Yes.
Over his
I
shit.
guess it kind of depends on how it's done. Like if you come out naked, it's like art. But if you like just pull out your dick, it's probably.
I feel
not
like
okay.
that was at an ICP show, Corey. It had to be. You know
Who knows?
that seems like something they.
Do you remember your third one yet?
No, but let's run down the list that's on the chat. Cuddy, The Shins, Death Cab for Cutie.
These are all favorite musicians.
These
right?
are favorite musicians. Chad threw
Yeah.
a bottle of Cuddy, Ben says. Let's see.
Got another one for the Toadies. The
Jack White,
incredible
9 Inch Nails,
former-
Dead Mouse was the craziest show.
Judah and Lion. Let's see. My favorite at Amplify was Bency Jones. It was a tie with Bency and Avery. They put on a fucking hell of a show. Great fucking show for that Amplify 817 show.
They sure did.
Third, man, I had it on the tip of my tongue, but I can't remember the third.
So for me,
Oh, sorry. No, that was Late Registration, Kanye. Late
Okay.
Registration, the Jay-Z, Kanye, and Coldplay, because
Okay.
that's whenever it was his first solo tour, and he had the full string orchestra with him. And
Got
that was
it.
fucking
Nice.
amazing.
there was one Kid Cudi concert where he had this like spaceman suit, and he had his entire stage was like the moon, right? And it was just like like beautifully done. And he also put on an amazing show. And so that was a really badass concert. When I saw Linkin Park when I was probably like 19 or 20, I don't know, they put on a crazy show. I remember they had this curtain, and it was like completely surrounded the stage so that you couldn't see what they were setting up. And they set up this ginormous like mountain, and the music, like all the musicians were on different parts. I mean, it's like this huge orchestrated event. You know what I mean? Like it was just really cool.
Nice.
And then 3 would be the Kanye, Jay-Z for sure. Yeah.
All right, so that covers that question. That was like,
And then some.
yeah. All right, Chad.
Completely different. What is the most useful advice you've ever received?
It's a piece of advice that I now share to other people at work, and it's literally do things for yourself. Don't break yourself for a organization. Don't burn yourself out. Don't sit there and take in all the overtime because you think that's what needs to happen. Just work it whenever you want to and spend time on yourself.
Right.
That's the best advice I've ever gotten, and that's the best advice that I give to anybody at
Nice.
work. So
Okay. Javier?
I mean, I think I mentioned it last week with J-Boy, the last verse on Africarian Logic's track where Neil deGrasse Tyson goes through the live your life spiel. And I even brought it up here one time whenever we had What Butters My Biscuits. But that's what I think. I mean, that's the best advice.
What is it?
Live your life.
Live your life?
just live your life.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
Living a vida loca?
Worry
No,
not about
not that.
Worry not about the people that came before you or, what's coming
Just
up.
live your life.
Living la vida loca.
No. Okay.
that-
Anyways,
okay.
Is that yours?
No.
Your best piece of advice.
Live it, la vida loca.
Living la vida loca. No, I think one that I hold on to, and I don't know if it was so much advice, but you kind of like the understanding that people are different people. You know what I mean? Like you gotta understand that people are different, because I often wonder, like, why aren't people wanting to do this, or why aren't people thinking this or that?
People are different people.
Or why are people at work not pulling their weight or whatever? But you don't know what's going on in people's lives. You have no clue. And so understanding people, and then I think that like traveling and stuff, you kind of understand that too. It's just like people come from all sorts of backgrounds and stuff. And so being understanding and being open to the fact that not everyone is like you is something that, I don't know, I think it's important. Not advice, so to speak,
Yeah.
but I mean, it was something I hold on to.
What's a controversial opinion you have? I mean, I'll tell you mine.
Well, here, let's say one that's a bit of advice from Bency Joe's. Measure twice, cut once. Very good.
That's
very
good.
That's a good
Controversial opinion, which it's happening right now, is I think that this whole like Queen thing, didn't really care for the lady.
I mean, you're not supposed to, though. She's not your queen.
Well, I don't care. I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of people I've been seeing, like, oh my gosh, the Queen's dead and whatever. I think that she had a hand in Princess Di's death.
I mean, yes.
I don't think she was a good person. There's things coming out whenever she took the throne in Kenya, that there was they were colonized. They had colonized Kenya essentially, and they were ruling over that. And there was concentration camps and all that stuff. Just not a good lady.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm not sad that she's dead.
It's kind of here. This is how the history went. Okay, so of course her uncle was supposed to be king, but he abdicated the throne because he was in love with a woman who had gotten divorced, and so he abdicated the throne to his younger brother. And then, of course, Elizabeth's father became king, so the line of succession changed, and he died unexpectedly.
And now we got old King Sausage Fingers.
Old King Chuck the Third.
Got his big old red sausage
second one,
fingers.
yeah.
Have you seen those?
No.
Yeah.
They're creepy.
I saw a meme, and it was like a nurse that posted it, and it was like someone saying, I can't take I need only an IV in my hands, and it showed his hands all puffy and gross. Like apparently it would be like impossible to put like an IV
it's so
or
gross.
try to take blood or something. I was
Good
like,
Lord.
All right, so that's my controversial opinion. What do you got?
All right. What about you, Javier?
God damn, I can't think of a controversial opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you got an opinion that rubs people the wrong way?
No, I don't. I don't think I don't have anything controversial.
All right, cool. I'm the only one so far.
Yeah, I can't really think of anything that I've really got either. The things that I think I don't feel that controversial. Like, I mean, some of them are political, but I wouldn't say controversial. You know what I mean?
Oh, you thought Trump did a bang up job? Is that what you're saying?
Oh, I mean, he's a piece of shit, but I mean, I'm not gonna,
No,
politics are just a fucking rich man's
no,
game.
it is.
I'm talking more like legalization type things.
yeah, okay.
Oh
Like-
yeah, that's not an unpopular opinion.
That's
A lot
only
of people think that.
that's only controversial for like boomers.
No, I'm talking about
think-
like the purge. I should think that should be legal.
well.
Is that? No, I'm just joking. I'm just fucking-
I mean, I'm not opposed.
I don't
to
think
it.
I've got any controversial like things.
One night of just pure anarchy.
Just to answer something on the chat, it's called post nut clarity. Corey, it's post nut clarity is a real thing. I will attest to that. It might save you 18 years of child support. Jack in the Box tacos, Tim, you'll love that.
Oh yeah, they're awesome.
Bro,
Yeah.
you also love Jack in the Box tacos.
It gave me food poisoning the night you had those 100 tacos here.
Guess
Oh, no
what?
shit.
I ate those and I was fine.
Yeah, I had some of those too.
I think it was something you ate prior to that.
that's all I ate.
Prior to that.
No. No, that's horrible.
It was definitely the
Dr.
AIDS.
Pepper is not the worst. That's the one thing I hate about her.
All right. So
all right.
that was Tim's. Javier, back to you.
Let's see. If you had infinite time, what's one craft you'd want to perfect?
Guitar playing. I would want to craft that. I would like to. Yeah, if I had infinite time, become like basically Eddie Van Halen.
Okay.
Like just be so good at just playing guitar.
Yeah, man. I don't know if I could think of anything other than music. Like it would be cool to be able to like
Maybe a language.
see. Yeah, so Spanish, like learning Spanish. would be
Okay,
really
look,
neat.
let's break it off into two things. Of course,
Okay.
one can be music, and the other could be like whatever you say.
Academia.
Yeah.
Okay, so piano. I mean, guitar's great, but like if you can play the piano, come on, that's amazing.
Yeah, but
I
You
wish
know
I
how
could-
much ass you would get.
I wish I
Chad?
could play the piano.
Classical guitar players.
They call
are just
Chad
amazing too.
Chad the piano playing ass man.
Yep, that's actually his
Ass
name right now,
man.
which is weird.
Yeah.
He's an ass man.
Dude doesn't even play.
I mean, I think like being like a top, like if you were one of the best chefs in the world.
God
type thing,
damn it!
Like I've been watching the
Man.
new. I'm a huge fan of Chef's Table. Have y'all seen any of the Chef's Table series
Yes,
on Netflix? And there's a new one with pizza, and it's just like just watching one episode, it like kind of gets you in this thought process. And I've got this book that has like different flavors that work well together and stuff like that. Just like that, there's so much involved.
That would be so cool to be like an excellent chef, but the problem that I have with like being a chef would be that you're working when everybody else is having fun.
I
like-
disagree. No.
No, like seriously, like if you think about it, like you're the chef of like some nice ass restaurant.
Right.
Friday, Saturday nights when everybody else is going out, you're there working. You're there making sure
Look,
your restaurant's running. You're there.
Being a top rated chef doesn't mean that you're having to cook all the time.
I'm not
It
saying you're
means
having to
You're
cook.
curating menus.
You're curating
and
menus,
teaching it to other people.
But you want to make sure that that shit is running because the moment
that's like any other business.
But we saw that we have seen that with the barbecue down the street. That as soon as he handed all that shit over and stepped
Well,
away from it, quality
listen.
control went out the window.
Yeah, that's management. That is nothing other than mismanagement.
That is my only issue. Like it would be, I think it'd be great, but like all that coming up, I get no time. You have unlimited amount of time.
Well,
or infinite
this
time.
is why it's not your
I
fucking
know.
thing and it's mine.
I know.
So shut
I'm,
the
I'm
fuck
just,
up about
I'm
it.
just
God
saying.
damn.
I'm just saying.
Your controversial opinion's like you're a prick.
Yeah.
And you don't think I should be a chef.
That's not controversial. He's a prick.
He's a
No,
prick.
I mean, like in my mind, what I would do is if be like the best cook ever, best chef, but never like not have like a restaurant or anything. Like I just great. Everybody wants to come over and
Yeah,
eat,
but
things
wouldn't
like that.
you like to just same thing with music? You're playing music and someone is enjoying, right? It's not about what you're able to do. It's being able to see the enjoyment from someone else or, being able to become famous or whatever it may be, whatever it is that you want, but like seeing the enjoyment for someone else. If you're able to create like this dish that just makes literally anyone happy, it's like, this is the best thing I've ever had.
Remember
Like,
that
how
scene-
good of a feeling would that be?
That scene from Ratatouille when that crotchety old bastard took a bite out of that ratatouille and then he got a hard on and thought back to it when he was a kid and he was sad and his
Oh, were
mommy
they
was-
They were actually making Ratatouille?
Yes, the rat's name
was
was
the rat in the Tui?
The rat was named. His name was Remy. It's not Ratatouille. The rat's name is not Ratatouille.
I never saw the movie.
Well, don't have
Watch the
a rat
fucking
in a movie
movie.
called Ratatouille and not put the rat in the Ratatouille.
I never saw it. Okay.
It's good. Mine would be a chef. I would be one.
You'd be a
I would
chef
want to
too?
be a chef, and I'd want to learn how to play the guitar, and it'd be great. Okay, so looking at the group
move through
chats,
that, huh?
Dairy Queen, the tacos are very delicious. Welding is a great skill. I would want to learn how to weld too. We have a welder at the shop, and I'm always scared to go up to it and try to do anything. Chef with Favreau is a very good movie, and that show's fucking legit. Chad.
Yeah, I love the chef show.
If you want to
Man.
cooking, just watching cooking shows, it puts you at ease, or even watching people cook. Period. Tammy makes a great taco soup that we had last night. That shit was bomb. Wheat butter does taste great with everything. Chefs have the craziest, hardest job. Man, they have so much stress. You've watched The Bear, go watch The Bear. If you want
Yeah.
to see how they live, watch The Bear. Very good fun.
Man, after
and
watching
Tammy
the chef,
says you don't even cook.
oh no, he
I
didn't know how to
said
cook
you.
worth a shit.
You did. You cooked it. You jerk.
But Chef Show Roy Choi from Man, whenever I was out in LA last, I was like, man, I have to go check out his tacos because he's got those the Korean tacos. Holy shit, that was one of the best things I've ever had. It was so amazing. I get it. Crazy.
But that was my favorite person other than Jon Favreau was great, but Roy Choi was like I loved listening to him talk. And, phenomenal.
He's got little Instagram shorts now where he goes through and he does like little mini food blogs, and they're all just like a minute or so, and he's just like eating and talking about it. It's good stuff.
Tim, have you had the beef sandwich at Twilight?
Yes.
Anything at Twilight?
Come on, the beef sandwich with the what do they call it? It's a roast beef po' boy
that
they do. What is it called? Shit, what
peppers?
What it's like a gravy. What do they call it?
Roux.
No. They put it on the fries too.
Yeah.
No.
Poutine.
They dunk it.
It's
Gravy.
called
I don't know.
Semen.
Shit. No, they call
Consommé.
it something. I don't know. Someone will hit it up in the chat and I'll get it in a
Hot
second.
chowder.
Cold chowder.
Molded chowder. Chowder.
Chowder.
It's called debris.
It's chowder.
Debris.
Debris.
Oh, debris. Yeah.
No one said it. No one helped
I
me
like
out.
debris.
But I still
Tony
knocked
says
it out of the park.
Mississippi. Smothered burritos and enchiladas are fucking delicious.
All right.
Okay,
So
Anjou.
let's rein this back in a little bit.
I have one, actually. I have another question. What's the first movie, as an adult watching, the first movie you ever watched that made you cry?
As an adult?
I mean, you can say from like age 12 and up.
Lion King, the cartoon, like the original. I saw it in the theater, and yeah.
I mean, you were 7 or 6.
I don't know. That's the first movie I ever remember
Adult
crying.
movie.
I've got nothing.
Mine is the one with Jenna Jameson, and she got her first. No, I'm kidding.
God damn.
Mine was The Green Mile. That was my first, cry movie.
I've never cried in a movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Nothing. You heartless bastard.
He really is.
Jesse will.
It's
Jesse
obvious.
will. Yeah. She'll agree with that.
Yeah.
I've never had a movie that just made me cry. I mean, I've had movies that made me feel something.
Yeah.
Lies.
Schindler's List is one. That was a very sad movie.
Shawshank was really good at the end. Really kind of. Well, whenever Brooks dies.
Yeah.
Shawshank.
What was it? It's another Holocaust movie. A Beautiful Life. I think is what it's
Life
French.
is Beautiful?
Life is Beautiful. Yeah, it's French, right? Yeah.
Man, The Pianist also. That
Pianist,
one is very fucking sad.
I mean, so there's movies like that made me feel something.
Yeah.
American History X, man, the ending of
Yeah,
that just
that's
makes
very
me,
sad ending,
it's
too.
heart wrenching. But I've never had a movie that just made me cry.
Toy Story 3 on the group chat. Yeah, that. Man,
Christy, I know it's okay to cry.
Toy
I just
Story 3
don't.
is a fucking sad movie. That end, you're like, oh motherfucker. Well, the end just fucking gets you.
All right. So is it my turn to ask a question, or is it? I lost.
Yeah,
I lost.
I'll go.
Oh fuck!
Yeah, Chad,
Inside
you go.
Out. Oh, whenever Bing Bong does, sacrifice himself. That one is. Goddamn.
All right,
That's
all
a
right.
bigger. Sorry.
If someone offered you the job to be the president of the country, would you take it?
Which
And
country?
You pick. You pick what country.
Uzbekistan.
And then you pick if you would actually be the president.
No, I wouldn't. No, it doesn't
No?
matter what country. No, I
You wouldn't want to be a president of any country.
No, because I don't know the first thing about running a country. I don't know anything about foreign relations.
Hey, buddy.
Dude, either do half the motherfuckers that are doing it.
I know, but I don't want to. I wouldn't want that on me.
No?
I wouldn't want that pressure. No.
Okay. What about
Put
you?
that
Javier?
thing on me. Country. I don't know. It'd probably be America. No, it wouldn't. It'd probably be what's that one? If you can help me with the chat, Tammy. The one on Gossip Girl that Blair married into.
Holy
Monaco.
Yeah.
Monaco. Yeah.
Chad, I already know your answer. Of course
King
you
of
would.
Monaco.
Of course I would.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Hands
I
down.
would president some country real quick.
Chad wouldn't. It doesn't matter if Chad doesn't know the first thing about anything. He's
It's like, hey, Chad, we just need
president. Yep, you
a
got
president for the country, Chad,
Yeah, yes,
immediately.
yes,
I
you
got
got it.
you.
All right, cool.
What are your qualifications? I'm also Chad. You know what I mean?
100%.
Chad would be the fastest assassination of any president.
And obviously, this could be a president or king or some kind of high up leader, right?
Well, you didn't
Like,
say
I don't-
king.
Well, come on. I mean, not every country has a president.
Cuba. I'll be the king
King
of Cuba. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Cuba has a president.
They got a dictator.
Okay.
What country can I be a dictator in?
I mean,
Russia.
I mean, you
Cuba,
could try any of them.
North Korea,
I like that idea.
Mexico.
No, I honestly, I don't
just
think
say
I
no?
would. Yeah, I
Hard
would say no.
pass?
Yeah, hard pass on that.
Let's
I
see,
mean,
on the,
I would take Australia.
Look,
I think
I know my limits.
Australia would be
I
legit.
know my limits, and
Oh,
president is not my limit.
I would
Or
beat
it is my
Australia.
limit, yes.
I like Kiwis. I like rock and roll. I like koala bears.
That's pretty
I
good.
like
Pretty good.
dingoes.
It's kind of a mixture of Australian and South African,
I
though.
don't really, yeah, but it
I'm
works.
not real sure where we're going
I'm
with
here
that
for
one.
it.
I can't.
Hey, Tony Cox is saying the King of Idaho. I'm assuming
No, there it is. Okay.
President
Let's see.
of Idaho.
People
King.
suck. I don't be
A
responsible
lot of
for
people
them.
are no. Nope.
Yeah, yeah.
I'd be. Christy said I'd be president if I had my own
Chad,
island.
you would go down in infamy.
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 Jesus,
I
you don't even
can't
know
speak.
words. This
I'm
is why
out-
you can't be president.
Look, I'm having a stroke.
like
Wait
you
a
never
s-
stopped us before.
Exactly.
No, I think it would be cool. Like I say Australia, but like, can you imagine like being a leader of an island? Like you're the leader of like, I don't know, Virgin Islands or something like
Man,
that.
Epstein had an island. And,
You're the
okay,
leader of
moving
Epstein
on.
Island.
We all did that one. All right. Tim, what's your question?
All right. So if you had I originally said intro music, but let's change this up to like your wake up theme song.
Did you say wape?
Wape?
Your wape up. Bro, you got this language thing going
Yeah,
on.
man, I'm having a stroke. Wake up theme song. So y'all were so kind to give me y'all's wake up theme song. So let's go with Javier's.
Cool. So imagine, the sun's peeking over the clouds, and you're living in Brooklyn, and you're, gonna try to get in through the day with your pizza delivery job, and you get dressed, and everything's gonna be all right. This is from the soundtrack of Do the Right Thing. This is
That's a good movie.
it was
That's one of those that kind of gets me.
it's a really good, that end is a
Do the
really-
Right Thing, and what was the other? What's the one with Cuba Gooding Jr. in it? Menace to Society. Is that it?
Oh no,
Yeah.
Boys in the Hood.
Boys in the Hood. Yeah. That
But
one.
yeah, this was done by one of the Marsalis. I think it's the father. Wynton Marsalis did this with Bill Lee. And
so that's like your wake up, like
just it just it lets me know that things are going to be all right.
We gonna be all right.
That'd be a good one too.
all right. So Chad's.
I have a second one, by the way.
This is the one you sent me.
Yeah. You're stretching. You're like, there's music going. But you know what? Good morning. It's always a good one.
It is a good song.
It's like a slow waker, but it also gets you hyped and ready to go.
And I'm not a fan of Kanye,
Yeah.
but he has a few songs that I really do like, and this
Yeah.
is one of them.
This is a great one.
Yeah, I can get behind that one. So I've got two, depending on my mood. So
But you only so
I got two.
I have a second one too
Yeah,
that
you
I'm
can-
going to play myself.
Okay, that's fine.
After
You wanna go
yours.
ahead and play it?
No,
No, go ahead and play it.
No, go ahead.
Okay. No.
So on the chat, "Good Day" by Nappy Roots is a great song. "A Day in the Life," the Beatles, Paul McCartney's part. I do love that part,
All right. So here's mine.
and designed by Kid Cudi.
Jesus.
That's if I want to get up. And just-
up and chose violence, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Someone's going to get it today.
There was a good Duke Nukem song.
It was,
sound,
wasn't it?
Yeah.
I'm all out of, I like kicking ass and chewing bubble gum. And I'm out of bubble gum.
Yeah. So this is a new level by Pantera.
Nice.
Pretty good one. And then the words don't really fit a wake up song, but I just love this song so much.
Wake up! Oh yes, sir. This is the one.
I love how just like the intro.
And you feel like there's birds flying around
Yeah.
here. Like some like Snow White shit right here. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I just gotta get a little bit into the hook here. Yeah. I mean, I just love how that kicks off. It's just so
Yeah. Kind of like Good Morning. Like it's a soft
Yeah.
opening, but it's like still makes you feel good immediately. Yeah.
yeah.
Every day.
We was on that block until we made a way. Day to day.
That's Logic Fade Away. That is my favorite Logic song.
Very good
So.
song.
My second one you just ruined. Oh no.
You just ruined it.
I ruined it. I
Sucker.
ruined it.
Hey Herb, how you doing, bud?
Okay, here we go. I'm going to try this again.
Wake up, wake up.
Yeah, if you want to wake up and choose violence, yeah.
I mean, you did.
I know,
So,
I know.
It's okay to pick one like that, right? I mean, come on.
Ooh, Already Home is a good fucking great song with Jay-Z and Kid Cudi. That was in the
That's coming in from the
That was,
from the chat.
Blueprint
Chase,
3. Yes.
Chase the dice.
See Redline, Jordy Kiefer, Tony Cox's song. Tim's song before he starts his dictator job from Vanya.
Oh, wow.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, that's about right, though.
Let's see. Yeah, man, that song, that Logic song does slap. It's a very good song. But those were great questions. You know, I know we were kind of like going to wing it today, but we, had these little doodads that we thought we'd throw out. So.
Yeah, let's do. We were also going to do a little bit of this or that. You want to try that out, or are we done?
No,
let's do this or that.
We're good. Let me. I'm just pulling.
I also have got. I brought some. Remember we were doing the chips from Egypt?
Yes.
We also had chocolate, and I completely forgot. And so, like, we could try some of this Egypt chocolate. It's not like Egyptian chocolate. It's just weird Cadbury things. Like
Cadbury, get the car.
We've got bubbly dairy milk Cadbury chocolate. We've got Oreo dairy milk Cadbury. And then we've got this one's like Marvelous Creations. They call it jelly popping candy. But it's a chocolate.
You had me at jelly popping.
Yeah, I did.
Jelly popping each other's assholes. But it wasn't jelly popping.
All right. Here's your jelly popping candy. Tim, are we playing this or that?
Yeah,
or
I'm trying.
what?
I'm sorry. I'm trying to pull up the.
So you weren't prepared.
I was.
Were you?
Which one's this one? Just a jelly flavored one?
It's a jelly popping.
I can feel it in the back of my. Nope, can't say that. Can't say that.
Man, I had it. Now I can't. I had the generator, but I lost
That's
it.
interesting.
Right. I do like Thong Song, but sung by Robert Goulet.
That's not
Irving.
a thing, right? Is it?
Goulet. It was a Saturday Night Live skit.
Got it.
The gang bang, the hip hop bangers ball. This is weird. This tastes weird
Because it's fruity. It's kind of like got that almost like a jelly bean in there, but with a hard shell. But it's chocolate.
No, there are Pop Rocks in here.
Oh my God, it's popping now.
There are Pop Rocks in the chocolate.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that.
Why did it start so late? Well, that's weird.
I'm not getting any pop rock.
I hope people's not watching the camera like they're sucking the can. Can you hear
that?
Can you hear the pops? It's so weird. Anybody who's watching, look like we're deep throating our mics.
We're done. People hate us. We know. We get it.
They lost.
And now, the game we've all been waiting for. This or that. It's a game called This or That. So,
This one's just Oreo.
I like that one.
Good.
All right. So, the way the game works is you got two choices. You got to decide which one you would rather do. So, would you rather be able to...
Oh, like this or that?
Yep.
Interesting.
Would you rather be able to predict the ending of every movie or every Super Bowl? No betting.
Super Bowl.
Super
still.
Bowl. Yeah, Super Bowl.
I don't know, but it kind of ruined it for you. Like, that's the biggest game of the
I'd
year.
rather ruin a Super Bowl than ruin
Than
a movie.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because it'd be every movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, true that. That's one Super Bowl per
Every
year.
Super Bowl.
Yeah,
would you
but one
rather,
per year, not every movie. To your point, right?
Would you rather wear your... Well, this isn't fit for us, but would you rather wear a bra on the outside of your shirt or your underwear on the outside of your pants?
Underwear, because they're Black Supreme underwear.
If you wore a bra on the outside, people would wonder, like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, underwear. I'm going to pull, what is Doug Funny?
Quill Man.
Quill Man?
Quail Man!
Yeah, man.
That is a good point. Christy says in the chat, you can't bet, but you can tell someone else to.
No
Is
betting.
there no
No
betting?
no betting. No
You
betting.
can tell your...
Well, you don't have to bet, but you can tell people who's going to win. Look, they're going to win.
Yeah, but
What they do
they
is
might not
their own
believe you
business.
until after a certain amount of time.
But look, how many Super Bowls are going to take you to realize that I've won every single time?
Okay. Would you rather have wet dreams every night or wet the bed once a week?
Wet dreams every night. Obviously. That's a dumb question. Obviously.
I was like, this
basically-
is something I already have.
I wake up with my dick in my hand. No, I'm
Oh
kidding.
my
I never
God.
do. I
Dude.
never do. I'm sorry.
Jeez,
Tammy's going to say, no, you fucking don't, you fucking liar.
Yeah, I would go with the same.
Wet dream versus
Yeah.
wetting the bed?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think same. I wouldn't want to wet the bed once a week.
I mean, you'd have the dream, right?
Would you know? Yeah, you'd have to dream. But like, would you know? Like what day of the week it's going to be if it was wet the bed?
What do you do? Like sit in a goddamn pool instead?
Yeah.
Well, today's the day I sleep in the little baby pool.
Isn't it?
Could you imagine like trying to be with somebody? It's like you're a fucking werewolf. You can't be around me on this one day.
It's funny. Corey said on the text,
Don't look at me.
Wet dreams are literally the best. Don't you remember getting your first wet dream and it was just like, what is that feeling?
No, I mean,
Why is there a weird thing coming
I
out of
don't
me?
remember that stuff.
It's going to be a lot less messy. Is
Yeah.
realistically,
Yeah, it would be.
you know what I mean?
You can just wear a rubber when you go to bed.
That's
Just wear
not.
a condom.
that actually would stop. I mean, you'd be good.
I
But
mean,
that's not something that you have to
but you're not
explain.
going to wear like a full-grown diaper.
No,
What-
no. I mean, I'm
Gotta explain.
uncircumcised, so
You
I
gotta-
kind of technically have like a
gotta
condom built in.
gotta
Okay,
explain that
moving
one.
on. Moving on.
Girl comes over and is like, yeah, why are you putting a condom on after what you're going to bed?
Shut
Don't-
up, woman.
Don't worry about it. Would you rather know how much time you have left with your partner or learn how your relationship ends?
It's the same one we already
It's
had.
the same question. It's the same.
Wait, do it again?
No, would you rather know how much time you have left with your partner
Okay.
or learn how your relationship ends?
It seems like a trap. I can't say anything because Tammy's watching. I'm kidding. I mean, I guess like know when it ends.
When or how?
When.
When.
How much time you have left or learn how your relationship ends?
Because you can. Because here's the thing: you can be so nice and do everything, and then they're gonna be the bad guy. She'd be the bad guy because you were being such a gentleman.
Or what if like your time is like
Isn't like gaslighting or something?
like 70? You got 60 years left.
Oh,
Like that's the time that you learn. Or it's like
Is
you
that
got,
not the answer you wanted, Javier? Oh, no.
or you got 5 days left. I mean, it could be either. It could be
I'd
any
rather
of that.
it. I mean, I would rather know how it ends. Like maybe I die.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
die.
So how?
Yeah. How? Death.
I think time.
Murder.
I would like to know how much time.
She'd murder me.
I think time, too, because like I feel like that's a definite. How could be like, oh, someone died or someone cheated. And you're always wondering, is that going to be tomorrow?
Yeah.
Is that going to be next week?
How much time do I got?
Right. Time is like, well,
I
shit.
got
I know
2
I'm-
weeks. Cool.
Yeah, for sure.
Would you rather use chocolate or whipped cream in the bedroom?
Chocolate because the flavor really doesn't change. Whipped cream gets all watery.
I would go with whipped cream because I feel like it's less messy.
It's, well, yeah.
It's sticky. But
I think chocolate would be more
is
sticky.
it settling or are you going to eat it before it gets like messy?
like out of a little Cool Whip can,
Yeah,
right?
you're gonna
Or,
spray
like,
it on
whatever
there and
the
just
hell.
go
Yeah.
to town.
Chocolate.
Chocolate.
But she hates chocolate, so maybe whipped cream.
I'm going to do whipped cream, I think.
Yeah, I'm going with whipped cream.
I'm airing out my dirty laundry. I shouldn't be airing that out.
Who
Whipped cream.
cares?
All right. Would you rather wear dirty shorts or dirty shirts for an entire year?
Dirty shorts. Wait, what color shorts?
The ones
Because
that
it's the
show dirt.
khakis.
The ones that show dirt.
Oh man, shit.
I think I'd go shorts because
Shorts.
you're always going to wear underwear. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So, like, I mean, not always, but like,
But I mean, you're going to be
likely,
walking. I'm just saying, you're walking around like dirty shorts, like people see that.
Yeah, but like, I would rather that than a dirty shirt that not only does it look dirty, but like, I'm probably dirty underneath too. You know, because I'm wearing one shirt, but like,
Maybe
shorts,
Okay. They're white shorts or a white shirt.
shorts.
Okay, cool. You got to wear
Shorts.
those white, dirty. I mean, that could be a fashion statement though, as they get dirtier. Like,
I will just say they're future camo.
man, see, look at you, look at you.
Start selling them hoes.
Yeah, there you go.
That is shorts because dirty shirts probably smell. Yeah, oh yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely
see?
they do.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
All right, would you
Shorts all
rather
the way
have-
on the chat.
Would you rather have Cheeto dust permanently on your fingers or red wine permanently staining your teeth?
Cheeto fingers.
Cheeto fingers.
Because then, is it always like like you suck your finger and then it gets back on?
Yeah, it's like never. It never goes away.
I
It's
can
just that-
charge people to suck on my fingers if they have that fetish.
You probably could make a fuck ton of money, honestly, with that too.
The man with the Cheeto fingers.
yeah,
It's
I'm
unlimited.
gonna say Cheeto dust because no one wants to look at like purple teeth all the time.
Yeah, would you rather go on a date with Margaret Thatcher or George W. Bush?
George W. Bush because he seems like a gentleman now.
Now,
No,
George W. Bush because he'd probably let you do cocaine with him.
who's Margaret Thatcher?
she's the old prime minister of Britain.
Uh,
The Iron Lady, they called her.
W.
In my Bency Jones voice.
W.
W.
W sounds like a really. I would want him to paint me a portrait of myself because he paints.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he does.
He's got a
huh?
tree farm too. I want a George W. Bush tree. Would you rather listen to the same song every time you have sex or never listen to music at all?
Same song.
Oh, same song.
Same song.
Yeah.
Same song.
It's gonna be what's that one? Love me.
No. You don't get to pick.
No.
No, I get to pick.
Yeah, Chad gets to pick.
She's gonna hate it.
Tiptoe Through the Tulips, Tiny Tim. That's what you got to hear every single time.
Sing the same song. I was gonna just say he'll paint you a crappy picture too. Same song, song.
Would you rather drive in the passenger seat with someone who has been drinking or smoking marijuana?
Wait, what?
Would you rather be riding around with somebody who's either been drinking or smoking marijuana?
Smoking, because drinking makes you a fucking idiot. And somebody died already recently from that was supposed to get married. Marijuana,
Yes,
at least,
I did see that, yeah.
Heartbreak.
Would you rather be able to see through walls or walk through walls?
Walk through walls.
See through walls.
Why, pervert?
No. I'd rather be able to walk through them because I'd freak everybody out and be like, I'm a ghost.
Look, I mean, you could just walk right into a safe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, wait a second.
Ooh.
It doesn't say that you could carry stuff back out, though.
Yeah, but I can unlock it from the inside.
Can you?
Has
Is that how
anybody-
safes work?
I'll find a safe that unlocks from the inside.
Or no. You go into the safe.
Yeah.
You get all the stuff. You gather it up in a bag. You wait
Right.
until they open the safe the next morning. And you just
You know,
bust out.
You
Run
know,
it.
yeah, there you go.
Huzzah!
It's like no one expects someone to leave a safe.
You know what's a really good underrated movie? Jumper. You remember the movie Jumper?
So we talked about this not too long ago. I want to go watch it again because you're right. It was a fantastic movie,
was.
but it's been
All
a
right.
long time since I've seen
Would you
it.
rather be on top or bottom for the rest of your life?
Bottom.
I feel like we've had this question. We're all like, "You lazy motherfuckers."
I think we did. Bottom.
Bottom.
Because it's just so much less work for me.
Yeah, see, lazy
Sorry.
motherfucker.
Let's see.
God damn.
Walk through walls.
Wow.
From the jumpers from
Wow.
the back, bottom. With Hayden. Yes, with Hayden Christensen. You know, we were watching that the other night because it was on TV, and in the last scene, what's her name? From Twilight's in it, and Tammy's like, "What the fuck is she doing in this movie?" And I'm like, "Don't worry, this is the only scene she's in at the
All right.
very end."
So we're going to finish it up with this last question because I think this is a good one. Would you rather sneeze after every orgasm or clap and say yay?
Wait, what?
Would you rather sneeze after every orgasm or clap and say yay?
Sneeze.
Clap and say yay. You know what I mean? Like it's encouraging. Yay! Like that's just a
clap and say
positive
yay.
thing. You want to sneeze on somebody every time?
I just imagine Javier being... He's by himself and he's like, claps, yay!
We're in here getting ready for the podcast, and the other room all we hear is, yay! What are you doing in there,
the
Javier?
fuck are you doing
We
here?
know what you're doing over there.
It'd be your tell. Everybody would know.
Everyone would know exactly what's going on.
Oh man, so that was a good rendition of or edition of this or that.
Oh, come on.
That was fun.
Yeah, that was
That
a really
was
good
fun.
one.
Yeah, look in the chat. We got a lot of yay people. We got a couple sneeze. Corey's out there saying you got to high five your partner after you both to have a blast.
No, after you both.
I know what he said.
He's talking about blowing. Yeah.
Yeah, we know. All right. Well, this is fun. Thanks everybody for joining us on the chat. We had a ton of people giving us some insights to their lives, which this is fun, super fun. With your participation.
Man, I've
So-
been enjoying the amount of participation we've been getting here
Oh
lately.
yeah,
yeah.
man.
You guys are awesome. Tell your friends. Let's
Yeah.
get them all in here.
I absolutely love how our YouTube channel is growing. If you don't already do so, please make sure you subscribe. Tell your friends to subscribe. We have a good time here every Tuesday night. It was kind of fun over the weekend. We got to talk to a few people, and it's like I think it was Herbie was saying, like, sit down, grab some food, and like this is what we do on Tuesdays. And so like always love hanging out with
Jared
you all.
said the same thing.
Always love hanging out with you guys on Tuesdays. So continue to catch us Tuesdays, 8 o'clock. Of course, the podcast drops every Thursday. But, stay good, everybody. I'm Chad.
I'm Javier.
I'm Tim.
And we are
The Funky Panther.
Hasta la vista, everyone.
Adios.
Este amor apasionado. nos dejamos hace tiempo.